Well, welcome back to my office, and in this video talking about something that happens when you're out in the reserve, a little added benefit. Now, I've been building a production studio at home, voiceover room, all sorts of things, and a part of the purpose of doing it is I'd like to teach photography. Have maybe 10 students come in a couple of times a year, a little bit of pocket money for my addiction, photography, filming of wildlife. But alongside that, I'd really like to teach young kids that have troubled lives, been brought up wrong, whatever it is. I'd like to be able to do that. But I know to be able to achieve that, I'd have to go through a lot of red tape. It would be really hard to do, but if I could find the right person to help me out, maybe I could achieve that. Right, so what I'd like to do in this video, if I can help someone out there ease their troubled minds through photography, that'd be enough. Even just one person that I could help out. Now, I've coached basketball and cricket. I've come across a lot of troubled kids with shitty parents, and I'm not the type to ram things down people's throats. I like to point out things that have happened during the sport or whatever that maybe might be able to help them without them even knowing that I'm talking about their troubled lives. So what we're going to do now is move further into the reserve. Now, I'm 70 metres into the reserve now, just enough you can not hear too much traffic and outside crap, chainsaws, all sorts of things like that. And what I'm trying to do here is just try and calm down a little bit. Check out the camera, make sure that the audio is on, make sure that's right. Go through the camera settings, make sure everything's right, so that if something happens, something pops out at me, it's ready to go. I'm not going to miss out on it. But it's a nice place to stop and just try and tune out of the life I've just left behind myself. Now, we all have problems in our lives, and I'm no different than anyone else. There's always shit pop up from somewhere. So I've brought all this baggage with me in my head out into the reserve. I've got Derek telling me that I should be doing this, retaliate against this arsehole that's been harassing me for some time. And then good Derek saying, mate, no good will come of it. You just can't do what you're thinking of doing. And there's me in the middle going, for Christ's sake, shut up and piss off and leave me alone. So that's what's in my head, and I'm trying to get rid of it. Now, you can't force it. Coming out in the reserve, you cannot force these things to go away. You just have to let it happen. And this is what I'll be adding to my teaching photography. Not just with troubled kids, but I'll be pointing this out for anyone that I teach as well. Alright, so I've got these voices going on in my head, and I'm just going to take a minute and I'm going to try and listen to what's going on around me. I'm hearing a couple of birds in here. It's quite quiet this morning. So I've checked my camera out. Tried to calm myself down a little bit. Now, this video is not going to be arty-farty hippie stuff. I'm simply going to point something out right at the end. So we're going to head down to the back of the reserve, and I'm going to sit down, get myself comfortable to film the Agile Antechinus at the Crossroads Hotel. So let's head on down. I'll catch you there. Well, I've set myself up at the Crossroads Hotel now. I have my 6 students that I've invited along on a free photography course. They're from foster care, and a lot of shit going on in their lives, of course, drug addict parents, whatever it is. There's a lot of problems up here. And through photography, I'm hoping that I can reach out to these kids and they can learn some life skills here, how to deal with things when things get too bad. Anyway, we're talking about photography. I've got them set up here. I'm running through how I go about photographing the agile antechinus, this fast moving little carnivorous marsupial that is so hard to photograph. So we're setting the camera up to be able to deal with that fast moving subject. I've showed them how I've set up a stage and how I'm watching out for reflective surfaces in the background that are distracting, like bark and things like that. Do a bit of housekeeping, move them out the way. So we're talking about all this. Then I'm going to tell them that there's no more talking. We're going to wait for the agile to come out. We have to be quiet so that it will come out. We don't scare it. Focus on listening to what's around you so that our senses tune in. Well, I'm listening to what's going on around me. I'm trying to tune in to my hunting skills, natural instincts within me. As you change from environments, from at work, you're just listening to people's voices and concentrating on what's important to you at the time. Once you're out here, tap into those natural instincts. So I'm hearing a dog barking outside the reserve. I can hear a tractor up there and a truck coming from over there. But in amongst this, I'm starting to tune into birds. Got magpies over there. There's a grey fantail flying up here somewhere. I can hear it, I can't see it. It's over there now. There's cockatoos, just over here, tree creepers, I can hear a little bit as well. Satin flycatcher in the background. Man, I'd love to be able to photograph that. They're so hard to get because they nest high up in the trees, they really come down to the ground. I'm starting to tune in now. My sense of hearing's getting sharper and sharper. I'm hearing a lot of birds. My favourite, the grey thrush. I love listening to that bird sing, especially in the mornings. And I'm trying to get my eyes to work. They're not tuned in yet. Still struggling a little bit with all these colours and everything, all these pastel colours. Trying to work my way through getting more detail coming in and being able to see the undergrowth. Oh, my sense of smell's coming in now. Not much gets through these nostrils these days. They're blocked, permanently blocked. But it's a hot day. I am smelling the oils that are coming out of these gum leaves, and it's a beautiful smell. And my hunting instincts are kicking in now. I'm not hearing a lot of the outside world now. There are so many birds chirping at the minute. Well, I've been here an hour and a half. Agile still hasn't turned up. Senses are really strong now. I am really in the groove. Still got that crap in my head though. I really wish it would piss off. Well, I have been sitting here for 2.5 hours, and it's only in the last few minutes that the agile have come out. So come onto my stage, and I waited for the perfect moment, its head in the perfect position, and its body showing a bit of drama, a bit of action. And as I pressed that shutter button, it moved, so I missed out. I tried my best though, just eye and hand coordination of getting that shot. I'm just not there today, I'm just not quick enough. Anyway, It's been great sitting out here. I always enjoy it. I come out here most nights, and it's really good to be able to get in touch with your senses. And it's amazing how heightened and sharpened they are when the drama starts happening. Your subject turns up and you get into the mode and you're just concentrating on trying to get a good photograph. While I was waiting as well for the Agile to come out, I could see just over there was these unusual seeds. They look like cotton wool around them and all that, and they just look so interesting. And I thought about focus transitioning. So I put one onto a branch here, just had it out in front of the camera, and I had it focused on that, and then I waited for the Agile to come up onto the branch, and I did this nice focus transition over to that. So that was really good, and got something out of tonight. But it's time for me to head off home, and we'll carry on this conversation on the trail. So I'll catch up with you in a few minutes. Well, I'm halfway through the reserve now, on my way back home, and I'm feeling very relaxed and calm, and it's when I start to get very creative. I'm thinking about that focus transition I took before, where I can place that in the documentary I'm making about the Agile Antechinus and on this whole reserve. So I'm very relaxed, very calm, but it's also when I start to realise I haven't been thinking about all that crap I had in my head when I first come into the reserve. It's disappeared. I'm thinking about it now, of course, but I'm much more relaxed and I'm thinking more rationally. So I can cope with the crap a lot better once I leave the reserve and go back home. So having all the crap disappear is just an added bonus. It's not something you can run away to. For me, if I had all the crap in my head and I'm going out the reserve to try and get rid of it, it probably won't happen. It's just something that happens when the action's on. You're photographing something, you're studying it, you're waiting for that perfect moment to get that perfect shot. Everything just disappears. So that's what I'd like to share with you, is don't come out into the environment you're going into, whether it's landscape photography or photographing of wildlife. Don't come out with the attitude that you're desperately going to try and get rid of this shit out of your head. Just come out, go for a walk, study what's going on. Let your natural instincts come in, hearing what's going on around you. Eyes will sharpen up, your sense of smell will come in. Be relaxed, and the troubles of the world outside will disappear on their own. So there you go, that's all I've got for today. Hope you enjoyed this video, and hopefully I've helped you a little bit. Think about not thinking, just come out in the reserve, study what's going on, and let things disappear naturally. Don't force it. If you'd like to subscribe, you can click on the subscribe button down below and you'll get notification whenever I do anything else if you press that little bell that's next to it as well. And if you'd like to go and have a look at all the things I've been doing over the years, click on my icon down below, take you to my channel. Talk about photography, accessories, camera reviews, birds in flight, flash photography in the forest environment. Man, there is so much stuff there. Go and have a browse. There must be something there of interest there. And just remember, if you don't do, you don't get. So get out there and start photographing and filming wildlife. Relax, drift away, and enjoy the moment and let the crap disappear. See ya.